The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's ShareFile webinar. We're so excited you're with us. We have some great content to share with you today, and since this is a quick one, we will go ahead and get started right away. Just a reminder, you can ask questions throughout the webinar. We'll do our best to get through as many as possible, and we are recording today's webinar, and we'll be sending you a follow-up email with the recording as well. So taking you through one of our most popular ShareFile tools, Citrix Files for Outlook, is one of our senior customer success engineers, Bogdan Burgu. Welcome, Bogdan, and I'll pass it off to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon here from Dublin myself. Thank you all for joining this webinar in Citrix File for Outlook. My name is Bogdan Burgu. I'm a success engineer with Citrix, and my role here is to help customers with onboarding and adoption of Citrix Cloud services, not only, and also help with knowledge transfer. Today, I'll give you a quick walkthrough through the main functionalities of Citrix Files for Outlook. To begin with, let's have a look quickly at the agenda. So at the beginning, I'll give you a quick overview about of the tool. Then we'll focus on the main functionalities of the tool, on the main features, such as how to convert attachments within the Outlook, how to send and save files to the ShareFile storage, how to encrypt body emails, to securely encrypt send emails, initiate workflows, and revoke access. So to begin with this, I'll go ahead and dive straight into Outlook and go through the demo. So bear with me as soon as I bring the Outlook up. And here we are. So Citrix Files for Outlook is a plugin. It's an add-on that sits on the top of your Outlook. You can find once installed, you can find the plugin on your right corner of the Outlook. You will see the symbol of ShareFile, the S in blue. That will show you that you are connected and you are logged in to your ShareFile account. Clicking on the add-on will bring you to the main setting, customizations. While these customizations, they can be pre-configured with the default settings or enforced security policies for all accounts user using the plugin. They can also be configured here locally from a user perspective to give you the customization that matches your day-to-day. So depends from your Citrix ShareFile administrator if these settings they are locked down or they are more freely to configure. So here in the tools, you can configure some personalization settings, like when the converted. I'm not gonna go into details into settings. I'll focus more on the features, how to do stuff with the tool rather than configuring it. But in the general settings and in the attaching files, you can set up different personalization security features, like how many numbers of downloads per a ShareFile link, where you want to upload the file, in what folder. Are you planning to set up notification emails when the files are uploaded, downloaded, and so on? Good few settings there. To dive in, let's look at the main feature of the main features of the tool. As a daily user of Outlook myself, I found it very useful when you want to send files within the Outlook to share files. The main functionality I used to use pre the tool was drag and drop. So you drag files and drop into the Outlook, and these files, they are standard attachments. This is an unsecure way of sharing content, especially if it's a sensitive content. With the plugin, you have the options to automatically convert these attachments to a secure ShareFile link by just pressing the convert attachment button here on the plugin. This will convert the attachment into a banner that will contain the file name, the download link, and the expiry date. The expiry date, it's based on the policies that you configure on the policies, on the company-wide policy as well, or on the setting you configure yourself in the plugin. I present this email, so once you're ready, you send the email with your file and goes away to your receipt. Pre the demo, I have some tests to see from a recipient perspective, from your colleagues or from your customers, how these emails they appear. This is what you get on the recipient side. You will receive the email. Please download the link. You'll have the link. Once click on the link, your recipients they will have the options based on your configuration to identify themselves. This is a method for you to be aware who's accessing the links that you are sharing. It's your customer, is the link being shared? So you have some visibility who's accessing this information. Once you click continue, you are able to access the document, view it on the web, or download it locally. That's mainly on this feature. Next, let's move away. Next, another option, it's I have some emails open already, is to request. You can request files. So if you have an employee, customers, you want to request a particular file, you can use the built-in feature to request a file. This will automatically generate a file within your email body, a link within your email body to request that file. Again, your recipients, they'll click on the link, bring them to the ShareFile. Based on your settings, you can send these files anonymously, so everybody can unload files, but based on your request settings here, you can configure the custom setting if you want anonymous, or you want some kind of identification when your recipients upload file. Once identified, they'll be able to drag and drop files into the ShareFile, hit upload. You, as the requester, you'll get a notification email, file has been uploaded by the person, by your recipient, by your customer. Let's move next in another feature of the plugin is to initiate workflows. So initiate workflows is another feature of ShareFile where you can collaborate on documents. When you initiate a workflow, you have the options to upload files from your local PC or from your Citrix ShareFile account, from your Citrix repository. I'm just gonna go to my personal folders, Citrix ShareFile for Outlook, and pick up the files that I want to work on the collaboration. This will bring me to the initiate workflow process. We have two types of workflow: get approval or collect feedback while you want to collaborate on the document. I will keep it simple and get an approval on this particular document, and you can set up a date, and you can disable approval for new version or enable. Once click done, information. This is the document in a banner with a link. You can send it to your colleagues, partners, employees, and so on. Looking from the other end how the workflow looks, it's quite similar as downloading, uploading document. Once you click the link, you need to identify yourself. So I'll just identify myself here. Email address. Let me get the email address. Okay. You are in, you authenticated yourself, and you are starting with the approval document. The document is ready, you can review it, and you have the options: download it, approve, request a change, or reject the approval. Once I hit the approve, your submission is recorded. I should get an email on my end that the approval has been done. Last and not the last feature, it's email body encryption. Within the ShareFile, you have the option to encrypt the body of the message. If you have private information shared with your within the email, let's say a scenario, a doctor with a patient, they has private information, or scenarios like that, you can encrypt the message containing that data using the ShareFile plugin. Encryption, by default, it's off. You can enable this by clicking the encryption button here. Once clicked, you see the blue ribbon, enable encrypted encryption is on. If you expand the menu, you can set up settings. Who can access the encrypted message? Anyone within the email. You can go further and require sign in to make this extra secure. So the recipients, they will need to have login details to log into the ShareFile. If you do this, you don't need to worry about creating the account. ShareFile automatically will send invitation email to the recipient to create their ShareFile account. I'll keep it simple for this one and anonymous. And once hit the secure email, let's go to the other side and see how the email body encryption work. So this you will see on the other side. Bogdan Burgu, I send you an encrypted message, view encrypted message. This will bring you again to the ShareFile, because the message, the email, the body message was sent to the ShareFile, and you can see it securely uploaded on the ShareFile. As mentioned there, you can do the second factor for me to have an account. For example, if you want to see how is that look, I have it here. I think I had it. Is Citrix encrypted message? No, I can't have it. Yeah, if you will have requested to log in with the email, that will ShareFile will generate you an email to create an account. That's it. Next, what I want to show you, another feature, is to revoke access. As you've seen in the I sent messages where I share the links with attachments. You can quickly within the, let's say in a scenario where you have by mistake you send the wrong file, or you send to the wrong recipient, you can just click to the message revoke access, and the user will not, the link will be revoked, will not be accessible. And being wise of time, I know I'll speed up a bit in all these features. This is all. We can go ahead and move now to the Q&A questions, to a Q&A.
Yes, thank you, Bogdan. Thank you, everyone, too, for all of your questions. They are great questions, and I'm just going to start reading them off. We'll probably take about 10 more minutes to get through these, so I just want to be mindful of everyone. If you do have to drop because it is past 15, please feel free to do so, and I will ensure you get the recording. But also, please feel free to stay if you have some questions or you want to hear the answer to the question you presented. So Bogdan, I'm just going to start with the first simple one. When I open a new email, I do not have that ShareFile icon in my Outlook ribbon. Where do I go to download the app, and how do I get the plugin to show up in my Outlook?
Okay, in my slides, I'm not sure, are we going to share the slides as well? It's some references where I share the download page for the Outlook plugin. So the Citrix downloads page has the plugin, has to be downloaded and installed.
Okay, so you just go to the Citrix downloads page, download the Citrix Files for Outlook plugin, and then once it's downloaded, you will just click install, and it will automatically install into your Outlook.
The simple installation to next, and it's installed, and will require closing the Outlook and reopen Outlook.
Excellent. And I will, I'll include these links in the follow-up email that has the recording to this as well, as these are probably extremely helpful links. So thank you so much, Bogdan, for that. Okay, how does this plugin work with the new security feature where we have chosen to disable the option to allow anonymous downloads?
Well, as I mentioned in one of the slides, if I go back to the Outlook, the settings for the Outlook plugin, they can be enforced and set by the ShareFile administrator. I can provide some link where this can be found as well, but the ShareFile administrator can pre-configure the settings that all emails will be require formal identification, name and email address, no anonymous links. If I explain myself.
Yep, that makes sense. Thank you. And then is there currently a ShareFile plugin for the Gmail email client?
We don't have, top of my head, I don't know. I can come back with that with an answer. Looking at my notes, apparently it is. Just checking on my notes. Can I send?
Yes, I can follow up. I have the participants who asked each question, so I can follow up with that and get an answer for that.
I have the details. I have the details for that.
Sure, thank you. Okay. If I want to change my access options when attaching files on the encryption options setting, and the who can access this link option is grayed out, can you explain why that would be?
Yeah, I think it's here. These settings, they are set by the lockdown by the admin. That's what I mentioned earlier, and was similar question as before. In my setup here, I'm allowed to set myself as the user all these settings, but the admin can lock down. So, for example, anyone anonymous, this feature can be removed by the admin, this option. So you'll have only anyone name and email, or email receipt only. This is based on the ShareFile admin.
Thank you. Okay. When inserting a request files link, can you tie that link to a particular folder that you have in ShareFile?
Yes, we can do. I can show you that request in files. This is the settings option where you can configure where the requesting files they are uploaded. So you can have edit, and you can upload the file. This is general where the files they'll go uploads. You click edit, upload location, yeah, and will go, all files will go there. Also, you can configure the folder here. Also, when directly create a new mail and you request a file, you have the custom setting, yeah, and you can upload the file, yeah, on the custom setting, upload location, and you edit. And you go into your ShareFile repository, and you can create a new folder, and you rename it particularly. If you deal with a new customer, you go in, create new folder, and you select that particular folder. Like I can select this one, and the new file requested will go here.
Thank you. What is the next question? Oh, this is a good one. Why do some links show up with the banner in the email and then others just have the click here to view link line? What is the difference?
There are some customization that can be on the plugin from sorry, I'm just going to close this. It's here in setting links, and here you can have the appearance with a banner. So you have the banner and you can put it only on text link, so no banner. It's a customization on the plugin himself. So I would check this option there.
So the functionality is not different, it's just a preference of how you want the email to be delivered.
Just a preference. Yeah. Yes, it's an appearance. It's a setting here that can be configured banner or text link.
Great. Couple of questions regarding sending outside of the organization. So is there a setting? There is a setting we know that requires you to log in to access a file. So if you send a file through the Outlook plugin and to someone outside the organization, like a customer or a client, is there a setting that you can put up with which fields that need to be filled out in order to access the file, or is it just it's all or nothing?
Yeah, this is the option here, is attaching files. Yeah, so by default, with the current configuration I have here, you have access. Anyone can access that link that you shared it with, but they require to complete a name and an email and an email address, and unlimited downloads and notification to myself that they accesses. I get notification. I can edit these settings, and I can restrict to employees, users. So anybody within my organization, in my scenario Citrix, only those employees, they can access the files, the only client and employees. So this option will require a sign in. So you need to have a user password. Email will be your username, email and password set up, and email receipt sign in required. So you can configure these options there.
Okay, and then when you send a client a link that way, does that automatically then it creates a client account for that person?
Citrix ShareFiles will automatically will identify that the email address that you said does not have an account, and will create an invitation. So, hey, Bogdan wants to share a file with you, please create an account. So you get an invitation email sent automatically by Citrix ShareFile. No input required there.
Got it. And then if a ShareFile customer has custom branding on their ShareFile account, does that branding show up when a file is sent through the plugin?
It's a good question. I would assume that yet I don't have any branding here. We can take that offline. I don't know at the top of my head.
Okay. Alrighty, well, it is 12:25, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you again, Bogdan, for your expertise in this demo today, and thank you all for spending time with us to learn more about Citrix Files for Outlook. Again, you will be receiving an email with the recording in the next day or so. If I did say we would follow up with you regarding some questions, look for an email on that as well. As a reminder, next week we have our webinar, which is titled, How Well Do You Know Your ShareFile Admin Settings? So that is an admin webinar, and we will have that next week at noon. Same time, same place. I just dropped that link into the chat for anyone who would like to register for that. You'll be receiving an email about that as well for registration. And you can check out citrix.com/events to see all of our upcoming ShareFile webinars as well. So again, thank you all, and thank you so much for your questions and your participation. And until next time, have a great day.
Thank you very much all.